Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Blair. Today I am starting a new series here on my channel. Actually, I've already done a video that I didn't really announce was part of the series. I did a video a few weeks back comparing the new e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer to the original e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and I called that video This, That, or Neither. So I want to start a new series here on my channel called This, That, or Neither, and basically compare either two products from the same brand that are supposed to be the same product but just different versions, or two products from two different brands that just make similar claims to see if they are possibly a dupe. And that's what we're going to do today. We are comparing a new high-end concealer that a lot of people have been talking about to a new drugstore concealer that I personally think may be a dupe. If you're interested in seeing which concealers I'm talking about and what my thoughts and opinions are, and if we have found a dupe, please keep watching. Please give the video a thumbs up if you like it. Let me know in the comments what you think of the This, That, or Neither series, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Also, make sure to follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get into the video. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I did apply my Bobbi Brown corrector under my eyes, like always, and now we're gonna move into the concealer. So I am super excited to try these out side by side. I have worn both of these concealers a few times before, but I've never applied one on each eye and compared them. So that's what we're gonna do today. The high-end concealer I'm talking about is the new Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer. I have the shade 1.5 Neutral. Here is the packaging. You've probably seen this on YouTube already. A lot of people have been reviewing this. I have really been enjoying this concealer. I just love it. It's great coverage. The color is great for me. I love the packaging. It's a very kind of a larger, bulky concealer, and it has a large doe foot applicator. It makes a lot of claims that this drugstore concealer also makes, which is why I wanted to compare the two. And the drugstore concealer is the new Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Longwear Concealer. It's supposed to be crease proof, and it also has niacinamide in it. This one I actually got from Ulta, and I have the shade C6. So this, I guess, is supposed to be an even better version of their original Conceal and Define concealer that was hugely popular here on YouTube a few years ago. And this one actually I have in the extra large size. So at Ulta they have the really large size of this concealer, but it does also come in the smaller size on Revolution's website. So here's the original Conceal and Define. You can get it in the smaller size on their website as well, but I do have the larger one. And basically both of these are supposed to be full coverage, very long lasting, and have a natural skin-like finish on your skin. They make a lot of claims. This one is supposed to be a 16-hour wear. This one's supposed to be 24 hours. I'm not going to wear these concealers for that long, but basically they are supposed to be very, very long wearing. I would agree, but I want to test the two and compare them. So we are first going to take the Dior concealer. This does retail for $36, and it comes in 28 shades. It does have a large doe foot applicator. And like I said, I have the shade 1.5 Neutral. Okay, we're going to apply this one to my right eye. I'm going to take my damp Wet n Wild sponge, and we're going to blend this in. I'm going to wear very light makeup today, and I'm going to wear this throughout my day, and we'll do a check-in or two as well so we can see how they do throughout the day. But I've really been enjoying this concealer. I've been reaching for it a ton. Okay. So there's the Dior Concealer. Now we're going to take the Revolution Concealer. This one also has the large doe foot applicator. And I don't know why, these concealers just really remind me of each other. So I'm excited to see if this one is possibly a dupe. I even think these colors, the color of the concealers are very similar. So like I said, this one is C6 and this one is 1.5 neutral. I'm gonna take my sponge again and blend this out. So please let me know what you think of this series. I just really like comparing products, especially concealers, and I thought the name This, That, or Neither would be really cute and a fun series to do here on my channel. So if you like this, please let me know. So there it is. So we have Dior on this side and we have Makeup Revolution on this side. We'll get up close so you can see. So right off the bat, the finishes of these concealers look almost identical to me. They, I would totally agree, have a very natural finish. They're not super matte and they're not really, really luminous. They're right in between. So I think they are very, very even in that way. Let me get up close again. I will say I think the Dior side is covering slightly better than the Revolution side, but I mean a very, very slight bit, not much. The colors, like I said, are very similar. I am not going to set these concealers, and we're going to see how they look once I finish the rest of my makeup, but comparing them side by side, to me, they look almost identical. And the price point is insane. This is $36, this is $10, and this is $10 because this is the large size. You can get the smaller one, like this size, for $8. So the price difference is pretty substantial. So that's why I really wanted to compare these two. It's just as I've been wearing the two of them for the last few days, I've just been thinking, you know what, I'm really not seeing a whole lot of difference between these two concealers, so I figured it would help to do one side by side so we could see. Get up close one more time. Also, I do not have any lights turned on. I have no ring light, no box lights, no nothing. I'm just sitting in front of a window, so nothing is blowing out anything or making it look better than it is. This is just totally in natural light. Belle also would really like to be in this video, clearly. Yep, here she comes. Did you want to be in the video? Huh? One other thing I did notice that I wanted to mention is these concealers do not crease on me instantly, which, truth be told, most concealers on me do crease pretty much instantly. Even really good ones that I really like, most of them in the places where I do have a few little lines, they do crease. These two, I really do not notice that with them. I'm looking up, I have a mirror here, so if I look over in this direction, it's because I have my mirror sitting here. But these concealers, they look really good. They look really nice. I'm so excited to see how it looks after I finish the rest of my makeup, but as of right now, these concealers look very, 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 very similar, and I think we may have a dupe for the Dior concealer. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be back and we'll see how everything is looking. I did go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup, and this is what everything is looking like. So I did not set these concealers at all. So there is no powder under my eyes, and I just really think these concealers look pretty good. Not a lot of creasing. They don't look dry. The biggest difference I will say is I do think that the Dior side covers a little bit better than the Revolution side. It might have changed had I applied a little bit more of both of them, but I do think the coverage just based on one application is a little bit better on the Dior side, but other than that, they look really, really good. Like, I'm super impressed with both of these, and I think if you are wanting the Dior concealer but you just cannot bear the thought of spending $36 on a concealer, then maybe try this one for $10 or $8 if you get the smaller size. But they are very similar in my opinion. So here it is again. I'm going to walk up to the window and let you see a little more closely. Okay, so hopefully you can see I'm just standing close to the window, to another window, and I just think these concealers are really nice. I really, really like them. So they've both been on for about an hour now. I did not set them, like I said, but so far they are looking really, really good. The only thing I would say is coverage. Like in this light, you can see this side did not cover as well as the Dior side, but you might be able to add just a little bit more with the Revolution side and get the same amount of coverage. But that is the main difference that I'm seeing right now. Other than that, it looks really, really nice. I did also want to talk about shades for a second. So the Dior concealer comes in 28 shades on Sephora's website. The Infinite concealer comes in 17 on Ulta's website, but then if you go to Revolution's website, if you get the smaller size of the Infinite concealer, it comes in like 60 shades like the original Conceal and Define does. So if Ulta didn't have a great color for you, go on Revolution's website because they did have a lot more in this one. So this one has a better shade range than the Dior. Dior's shade range is decent, but not as extensive as this one. I'm really excited about this. I love to find dupes for high-end products, and I usually hesitate to say something is a dupe, but as soon as I tried this Revolution concealer, I immediately thought of this Dior one. And like I said, I've worn them for a few days now. This is just the first time I've worn them side by side. So I'm going to go wear this makeup throughout my day, and then I will be back in a few hours and we'll see how it's looking. Since I did not set these concealers, I'm curious to see how they look in a few hours. I am going to go to the gym in a little bit too, so I will do a check-in probably in my car when I come out, probably when I go into the gym and come out of the gym, so we can see what it's looking like. But as of right now, I'm so excited. So I will see you guys in a few hours and we'll see how these concealers are holding up. Hi everyone. So I wanted to do a check-in real quick. I'm about to go in the gym, but I wanted to show you guys what these concealers are looking like. It's been a few hours now, so they definitely are starting to crease a little bit, like right up at my lash line. Really, both of them, trying to get out of the sun, both of them are slightly right here, but not bad at all. They still look pretty good to me, especially since I did not set either one of these. I don't know. I really think they both look nice. So I'm still pretty impressed. I'm not surprised since it's been a few hours. They are starting to crease just a tiny bit in these little lines here. But other than that, it looks really good. It still does not look cakey or dry. It still looks nice. So I just wanted to show you what it looks like now, and then I'm going to try to do another clip when I come out of the gym. I will not look like this when I come out of the gym, so don't judge. But obviously just in my car in natural light, so no filters or anything like that. This is what it looks like in broad daylight. And actually at home, like I said earlier, I didn't have any lights turned on either. I was just sitting in front of a window. So this is truly what it looks like. I'll see you guys in a little while and we'll see how it's looking. Hi guys, so I just pulled in from the gym and I wanted to show you what the concealer is looking like. So I have these lovely sunglasses marks here. It's my favorite. But the concealer hasn't really moved that much and I was sweating pretty badly. It's been a few minutes, took me about 10 minutes to drive home, but it doesn't look that bad for the amount of sweat that I had. It is, like you can see, a little creasy out here like it was kind of before we went into the gym, but it did not move around. It doesn't look that different than it looked earlier. So I just wanted to show you so you could see. And again, I did not set this concealer. So this is totally the concealer by itself. So I think it's pretty good at this point. I'm going to come back again a little bit later and we're going to check in again. But I think how a concealer looks after you're sweating, especially if you did not even set it and it didn't move around that much, I think that's a pretty good sign typically. So I just wanted to show you what it looks like. I will see you guys back in a few hours. Hi guys, so it is the end of the day, or it's about 7 o'clock right now, and it's getting dark, so I wanted to film my last clip. So here is the makeup. I have not touched up my face at all today. Nothing. So this is the makeup after wearing it for 9 hours, going to the gym, sweating, not setting my under eyes, anything like that. In fact, I didn't really set my whole face. I used my Hourglass Ambient lighting powder very lightly all over my face, not under my eyes, but that was it. And I am super impressed with this. I really do think this Makeup Revolution concealer is a dupe for this Dior one. Obviously, the price difference is huge. This is $36. This is $10, $8 if you get the smaller one. And they look almost identical, I swear. You really could not tell the difference. I will say personally for me, because I have a lot of discoloration under my eyes, I don't personally think these are full coverage. I would say they're a very good medium coverage, but not full coverage. But that's just me. If you don't have a lot to cover under your eyes, they would probably be full coverage for you. But I am very much impressed with these, and I'm gonna have to say that I would choose either of these. I would, if you want to spend the money, I think the Dior one is great. If you don't want to spend the money, I really like the Revolution one as well. So I'm not choosing this one or that one. I would say they are both good. This is a really good option if you don't want to spend the money on this. I'm going to walk over to the window again so you can see. So I'm just standing in front of the window. I mean, obviously it is creasing a little bit. We saw that earlier, but based on the fact that I've had this on for 9 hours and went to the gym and sweated and it still looks like this, I think is pretty good. And I really am impressed. I really like both of these concealers. One last thing I did notice that I wanted to point out differences between these two is this one actually says it's only good for 6 months. the Dior one, and the Revolution one says 12 months. So that's kind of interesting because this is a big concealer to use up in 6 months. So just something to keep in mind. Not that everyone throws their stuff away once it's been expired, but that's something to note. This does say 6 months and this says 12 months. I do also want to mention that this Revolution concealer I like more than the original Conceal and Define, just because this for me is a little too matte. It does have really good coverage and I like it, but I prefer this one because it is a really pretty natural finish. It's not super matte and it's not super luminous. It's right in between, and I would say the same about the Dior one. So I would choose either of these, whichever one your budget allows you to get. I think they are both really good, and I'm really excited to say that I do think that this Revolution concealer could be a dupe for the new Dior Skin Correct concealer. If you like this style of video and you like this series, please let me know by giving the video a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below of any products you would like to see in a future this, that, or neither video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Remember, simply be you. I'll see you next time. Bye.